Oftentimes, I think sound comes to us in color. Not exactly by way of metaphor, but through memory. It's experiencing a single note as it spills into vibrancy, flowing inside of us in saturated waves, like piano chords melting in a hazy royal blue. As the beat of a drum pulses in liquid gold. For me, this kind of translation of mediums is a major source for my creativity. And if you really allow yourself, it's easy to feel music this way, through temperatures and textures over frequencies and bass. This synth, for example. What do you hear? And by that I mean, what colors can you feel? For me, it's delicate and soft, like golden snowfall, or brushstrokes of sunflower yellow. But as much as sound fuels me creatively, there's a silence I've come to crave over the years. Solitude for me is not emptiness. It's a quiet room with white walls, where the only color I can see, feel, and hear is myself. I don't think you can tap into your most innovative self without engaging in seclusion. But so many people are afraid to be alone, to be forgotten or left behind. And I don't think they're really scared of what they'd be missing out on. I think what they're really afraid of is what's waiting for them in those quiet white walls, and what they might find in themselves when there are no other colors to distract them.
On the coastal side, there's a moonlit tide, and a voice inside that's begging me to follow.
I started writing Wherry Boat when I grew more comfortable with this silence than ever before. I had poured all of myself into somebody else. My ocean felt most full when it was being emptied into another's. And I convinced myself that that was how it had to be, to feel satisfied, to feel worthy, to be enough. Until I found myself in depths too far from the surface. The weight of the water pressing down on me. No sense of self in the undertow. No real agency over where I could and couldn't go. Thrashing and clawing at anything I could, even other people, all because I needed to breathe. And I couldn't. When I came back from that, when I came back to myself, like a lost sailboat drifting its way back to shore, I saw the colors of my individuality so clearly. The oceans I had once drowned in had become products of my paintbrush, and this time, I was in control. The most alluring blues, rich in all shades of deep cerulean and cobalt, accompanied by the warm tans of wet sand and sun-bleached wood. My fingers found the riptide of piano chords that drew me further from where I was, and closer to a symphony of brass winds and drums. And I could hear all of those same colors in the rhythm of a song. One that was only mine to sing.
I don't mind being alone, and since I've got nowhere to go, maybe this wherry boat could be a home. I don't mind being alone, and since I've got nowhere to go, maybe this wherry boat could be a home.
Really allow yourself, it's not difficult to see these colors, to trust yourself in all that you feel instinctually. Creativity is not born from noise, but from knowing that sometimes the truest art comes to you when you create it alone.